warning indicator, spring, clutch cable, fork spring, crankshaft, weak battery, brake cable, triple clamp, air filter, screw, float valve, belly pan, crankshaft, cylinder head gasket, the swing rim, swing arm, radiator cover, seat cover, exhaust pipe, brake lever, clutch lever, gear shift lever, casting cap, gas tank. Here what you got to do. Subscribe. Oil filter, parrot foot peg, helmet, throttle, passenger's foot peg, brake lever, radiator engine or engine radiator, visor, control, admission pipe, rear brake pedal, passenger's seat, kill switch, the armrest, front brake, bumper, hugger, front fairing, top box, back rest, fairing, motorbike, slider tube plug, fork spring, fork tube plug o-ring, motorbike, slider tube plug, fork spring, fork tube plug o-ring, collet, bushing, slider tube cap, draining screw, side fairing panel, oil seal retaining ring, bolt, fork spacer, armrest. Technical vocabularies: axle nut, surge tank, high beam indicator, electronic display, motorbike, directional indicator, slider tube cap, sound system, brake caliper, gauge, wheel, engine, oil pressure, dead batteries, crankshaft, number plate holder or bracket, tail light, hub, bar hand, passenger's footrest, neutral indicator, clutch cover, warning light, fall sensor, kickstand, rear turn signal, engine oil pressure, rim, disc brake, frame, dashboard, telescopic front fork, rear shock absorber, poor FM reception, low fuel indicator. Subscribe here. Abonnez-vous ici. Engine. Direction indicator. Active sensor. Grip. Disc brake. Dual seat. Brake lever. Brake pad. Plaquette de frein. Oil pump. Water temperature sensor. Muffler gasket. Rim. Cog. Oxygen sensor. Front turn signal. Lock nut. Spring washer. Nozzle. Cylinder head. Brake disc. Throttle. Horn button. Master cylinder. Clap it there, air valve. Tire repair. Oil sump. Low beam switch. The carburetor. Primary drive. Sprocket gear. Passenger's seat. Spokes. Slider. Sprocket. Clutch hub. Intake manifold. Motor starter flywheel. I verify the crankshaft gears. Brake pad. Starter flywheel or freewheel. Windshield. Tool trolley. Chain tool. Oil strainer. Magnetic tray. Adjustment screw. Speedometer. Nut. Gearbox. Brake shoe. Float needle. Speedometer. Washer. Flywheel. Fork seal. Passenger seat cover. Subscribe here. Tire. Sound system does not operate. Handlebar. Rear brake pedal. headlight, rear turn signal, cruise control. Here we got bearing. You cross bearing. Needle bearing. Needle bearing. Lock washer. Lock washer. Primary drive. Primary drive. Friction disc. Friction disc. Pressure plate. Pressure plate. Bleeder. Bleeder. Steering rod. Steering rod. Transmission chain. Cam chain. Cam chain. Chain guide. Chain guide. Sprocket chain wheel. Sprocket chain wheel. Flywheel. Flywheel. The cylinder. Spark plug cap. Spark plug cap. Piston. Piston. Piston pin. Piston pin. Oil pump. Dowel pin. Dowel pin. Piston pin. Piston pin. Noise suppressor. Noise suppressor. Color. Magnet coil. Magnet coil. Rocker arm pin. Rocker arm pin. Sprocket. Sprocket. Valve spring. Valve spring. Rocker shaft. Rocker shaft. Bearing. Valve stem. Valve stem. Wiring. Wiring. Spark plug. Spark plug. Oil hose. Oil hose. Shaft drive. Shaft drive. Ignition switch. Ignition switch. Motor logbook or registration certificate. Rocker arm. The mirrors. Mirrors. Starter button. Starter button. The control. Control. Antenna. battery, box for spark plug, ignition coil, fork seal set, fork seal set, steering head bearing, steering head bearing, sprocket, sprocket, tachometer, 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 turn signal, hand grip, hand grip, dust seal, dust seal, hub, lubricant, throttle cables, fuel filter, ignition coil, ignition coil, fork seal set, turn signals, bar hand, passenger foot peg, passenger foot peg, shock absorber, clutch, or oil filter, tachometer. I clean the oil strainer. Je nettoie la crépine à huile. Oil strainer. Front turn signal. Front turn signal. The wheel. The horn. The horn. Fork seal driver. Fork seal driver. Fuel tank. Fuel tank. Camshaft. Camshaft. Fuel pump. Fuel pump. Camshaft. Crankcase. Crankcase. Shims. Shims. Flywheel. Flywheel. Main jet. Main jet. Saddle bag. Saddle bag. Top case. Magnet coil. touring motorcycle, touring motorcycle. Fuel pump, bumper, brake line, brake line, main jet, fuel tank or gas tank, engine, engine, barrel housing. The clutch is sleeping, sleeping. Clutch, embrayage, clutch. Shock absorber, shock absorber. Bush or bushing. Piston pin. Bent fork. Ignition coil, ignition coil. Connecting rod, connecting rod. Disc brake. Dowel pin. Front fairing, front fairing. Tachometer, tachometer. Frame. The fork is leaking, the fork is leaking. Starter picture. Fuse. Piston pin. Vacuum gouge. Cut bearing. Slow jet, slow jet. Timing light. Cutter pin. Needle jet. Main driver gear, main driver gear. Main shaft fifth gear, main shaft fifth gear. Compression gouge set. Boots. Main shaft, main shaft.